in the back here in the cupboard.
Yeah. Hey. Boy, that sounds like long distance. Now, don't tell me they're not coming.
The rocket, antibiotics, atomic energy, any of these is a fine example of man's progress. But they are by no means his only advancements. In philosophy, too, man has become more civilized. Most of us live our lives in the spirit of fair play without even giving it a second thought. Even when that spirit is broken by one person or another, the rest of us still want the offender treated fairly. No longer does rational man take the law into his own hands. We depend upon the courtroom to keep the scales of justice in balance. Even before a criminal case is brought to court, investigation must be made. Facts and witnesses must be assembled to demonstrate a just indictment. Every Sunday over most of these same stations, CBS Radio presents an engrossing dramatic series entitled Indictment. On this series, you follow an assistant district attorney through a criminal case investigation until the formal charge of crime is written. And there lies drama as realistic as life itself. Hear Indictment on CBS Radio this Sunday.
Hello, operator. Yeah, operator, look, I've been holding on here for 10 minutes.
My goodness, what's the matter?
Well, seems the mother put through a call to me. Now they got me and they can't get mother back.
Well, it's Thanksgiving. I suppose the circuits are busy.
I was looking around upstairs, and we can bring down a chair from Betsy's room, and also your dressing table bench. I don't mind sitting on that.
Oh, no, I'll sit on that, Aunt Effie.
Did you put the boards in the table?
No, he didn't, but he will.
Never mind, dear. We can do it. Come on, Aunt Effie.
Hello.
Put the boards on the table, all right.
Hello, Mother.
Put the thing right over there.
Mother, haven't you started yet? Well, look, Mother, it takes 2 hours to drive over. You better get... Huh? Well, yes. Well, of course Dorothy and Harry and Buddy were invited. Didn't you tell them we expected them? Oh, why does my sister act that way? I never... Yeah, just a minute, Mother.
What's the matter?
No, hold on, Mother. No, wait a minute.
What's the matter?
Didn't you write a note to Dorothy and tell her we wanted them for Thanksgiving?
Why, no. I just told your mother to ask her.
Oh, well, Mother and Dad stopped over to pick them up, and now Dorothy feels that they weren't really invited.
Oh, your sister.
My
You
sister.
told your mother yourself to ask them.
Yes, I know.
What does your sister have to have? An engraved invitation to come to a family Thanksgiving dinner?
Well, her feelings are hurt. I guess she feels we should have phoned or written them especially and not through Mother and Dad.
Oh, I am so tired of Dorothy and her hurt feelings.
You are, I know. But look, it is Thanksgiving, and Mother and Dad are sitting over there waiting for them to get in the car. But Dorothy won't budge.
Really, I think your sister's impossible. I'm sorry, dear, but I do. She always expects everybody to kowtow to her. But she has never even thanked me for the blouse that I sent her for her birthday. Never.
Look,
she never
will
wrote
you please?
one
Mother
thing.
and Dad are sitting over there in the...
What's the matter?
Dorothy doesn't feel she was invited because she didn't get an engraved invitation for today, and she's feeling like a martyr.
Well, just let her stay home. She always does this to everybody. Maybe it'll teach her a lesson. Of course, actually, it's your mother's fault. She has spoiled Dorothy since she was born.
Oh, look, let's not go into all that now.
Well, what do you want me to do about it?
Well, I'd let her sit there. Trouble is, everyone always gives in to Dorothy.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Well, look, would you talk to her, invite her over here? Mother, put Dorothy on, will you?
No, I'm not going to talk to
Oh,
her.
please.
She knows we were expecting her, and frankly, I don't care if she comes or not when she acts this way.
But
She never helps with a thing. She acts as though she's Queen Elizabeth. She always gets a headache so she doesn't have to help with dishes.
Oh, look, please. Hello, Dorothy. Well, say, what's this about you not coming over for Thanksgiving?
Oh, I can just hear her. Well, we weren't really invited.
What do you mean you weren't really invited, Dorothy?
Well, I don't like to just barge in.
Barge in, Dorothy. Now, why do you say that? Huh?
What's she saying now? Probably so. Well, Harry and I don't care to go any place we're not wanted.
What do you mean not wanted? For the love of my course, we want you. You know that... Yes, she does. She's right here, Dorothy. She wants to talk to you.
No, I don't want to talk to her.
Just a second. Hold on, Dorothy.
I don't want to talk to her.
Hold on, will you, sis?
No, I'm not.
For Pete's sake, will you talk to her?
I don't want to talk to her. I'm busy, Dusty.
Look, I cannot...
No, why does everybody always have to give in to Dorothy?
Look, it is Thanksgiving. Would you please, for my sake, for Mother's sake, invite Dorothy and Harry and Buddy for dinner now, will you please?
For your sake.
All right.
Hello? Hello, Dorothy. Oh, you silly thing.
Yeah.
Now, look here. You drive over. It wouldn't be Thanksgiving without you. Oh, now, look, we've been so busy with this new house and papering and painting. Oh, now, please, Dorothy, don't be that way. Now, look, everybody will be mad at me if you don't come.
Well, don't tell them we're all moved into the new house. We want to surprise them, Don't tell them.
Look, I meant to write, but... Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, she's explaining her point of view.
Well, for Pete's sake, she'll babble on for ages. In the end, she'll just come.
Here! Where's the sage? I was getting things out for the dressing. Matter of fact, where's the turkey?
Yes, Dorothy. Now, look, we do want you. Where's the turkey, dear?
What turkey?
What turkey?
Look, will you, Dorothy is on the phone. Will you?
Dorothy? Yeah, sure. Oh, she's babbling on. What do you mean, what turkey?
I don't know anything about a turkey.
Didn't you bring one home last night?
Bring one home, a turkey?
You said to me, don't get a turkey for Thanksgiving. Good old Bill, somebody or other, was giving you one.
Bill Patterson, didn't he send it?
No, he didn't.
Oh, my goodness, haven't you any turkey?
Well, for Pete's sake, he said he would. He raises turkeys on his farm. He's got kind of a hobby. I did him a business favor, and he said, don't buy a turkey for Thanksgiving. I'm giving you one.
I thought naturally you brought it when you came home last night and couldn't get it in the refrigerator and left it out in back to stay cold.
Oh, no. Bill said that
I called you yesterday at the office and said, be sure and check on this Bill somebody or other. Patterson, about the turkey.
Well, I didn't hear. I was busy, and
You said, yes, you'd take care of it.
Well, I was in the middle of a conference. For Pete's sake, I was half crazy.
Well, I don't know when you're half crazy.
Well, you are.
Oh, there, now you got Bobby awake. Well... Yes, darling, Mommy here, darling.
16 people coming for Thanksgiving dinner, and no.
Look, I bumped into Bill 2 weeks ago, and he said positively that he would...
you would depend on Bill Anderson, of all
people.
Bill
Patterson.
Well, they look just alike.
Bill Anderson doesn't look anything at all like Bill Patterson, for Pete's sake.
Wrong? Your father did not get a turkey for Thanksgiving?
Oh, Daddy.
You go on up and put on your bedroom
Don't
slippers.
yell at her
Well,
like that.
I can't help it. You know better than run around here in your bare feet.
Oh, don't tell me that's my folks already. What do we do, take everybody out to dinner with
I'll go, dear. I'll go. Looks like the delivery man.
Why didn't you buy a turkey, Mommy, if Daddy didn't get one?
Your father said he was getting one.
Bill Anderson told me positively...
I thought you said it was Bill Patterson.
I mean Bill Patterson, that he would give us a turkey. And
darling. Here,
huh?
the turkey. It's
What?
here, she said.
The turkey?
What is it, Aunt Abby?
What?
It's here. The turkey, and Ann just left it.
Oh, for goodness sake.
It's here.
Alive! In a crate!
Oh, how wonderful. Oh, look, a real live turkey.
Oh, no. All right. I didn't know Bill would send a live turkey. For heaven's sake, he never even mentioned that. Well, don't keep glaring at me. I'll go out and kill it. I'll clean it. I'll pull out the pin feathers. We'll just eat dinner late today. That's all.
Kill him? Oh, I never thought of that. How would you do it?
Well, with an axe, I suppose. Chop off his head.
Oh, don't even talk like that, please, dear.
Well, for Pete's sake, how do you suppose...
Well, there must be some more humane way than that. Can't you chloroform him?
Whoever heard of chloroforming a turkey?
Now, just don't talk anymore about chopping his head off. It just seems too mean. Oh, look at him.
Anyhow, where would I get chloroform, for heaven's sake?
Well, I don't know.
All right. I'll take him out and shoot him.
Shoot him? When he's in the crate?
Well, if I open up the crate, he'll get loose, and my marksmanship is not quite
that... Well, it certainly does not seem very sporting to shoot him while he's in there. Why, he wouldn't have a chance.
He isn't supposed to have a chance. We're having him for dinner.
Besides, isn't it against the law to shoot off a gun in town? Yes, it is. You can shoot people, but I don't think you can shoot birds, and a turkey is a bird.
It has always been my impression that it was against the law to shoot people.
Oh, I mean burglars, and while defending your home anyhow. Please don't talk any more about killing the turkey. I mean, seeing him live like this, I just couldn't eat him anyway, dear. I just couldn't.
Kill the turkey? You aren't going to kill the turkey.
Thought I told you to get dressed.
Oh, Daddy, don't kill that darling little turkey.
Look.
Couldn't we just keep him, please, Daddy, for a pet?
Betsy, go sit down at the table and eat your breakfast. What are we going to do?
I will drive out to Bill Anderson Patterson's and ask him to... Well, all right, he knows how to do it, and
all right, dear.
Well, as a matter of fact, I don't think I could do it anyway. Look at the way he's looking at me. Would you?
Oh, we have our problems. I'm sorry I've been so cross, dear.
Darling, it's all right. I was, too. I don't blame you. Look, Bill told me positively...
Yeah, all right, never mind. Just get going and get back so I can get it in the oven.
Did somebody leave the phone off the hook?
Dorothy?
Dorothy. You were talking to her.
Oh, she was babbling on when all this came up and the baby cried, and I just laid the receiver down. I
we
guess.
knew.
She must have hung up. All you can hear is a funny clicking sound.
Oh.
Look, call her back, and apologize. Look, I'll take care
All
of
right,
the
yes,
turkey.
I will. We'll never hear the end of this. Never. Operator, will you give me long distance?
There's a good luck special at your grocer's today. You save 3 cents on every special package of Good Luck margarine you buy, so buy Good Luck now. Today's Good Luck is the light margarine, guaranteed to leave no oily aftertaste. Lever Brothers has world rights to a remarkable blending process that makes today's Good Luck light, like the high-priced spread. It's light in flavor, light on your tongue. So get Good Luck in the special package today and save 3 cents. It's the only margarine guaranteed to leave no oily aftertaste or your money back.
The Couple Next Door is written by Peg Lynch and stars Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce with Margaret Hamilton, Francie Myers, and Madeline Pierce, and is produced by Walter Hart.
J-E-L-L-O. The Jell-O program, brought to you by Jell-O and Jell-O Pudding, starring Jack Benny, with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Dennis Day, Rochester, and yours truly, Don Wilson. This opens the program with Captains of the Clouds.
Better than ever. Yes, today, friends, Jell-O is better than ever. Richer and more delicious than it's ever tasted before. Because now Jell-O's grand flavor is locked in. It's locked right into Jell-O's tiny particles to give you extra delight and a new high in dessert enjoyment. That same Jell-O goodness is there that you've always loved. That same intriguing taste that always reminds you so delightfully of the juicy ripe fruit itself. But richer, more vivid than you've ever known it. For this new Jell-O process locks in the magic of Jell-O's marvelous flavor. Prove it for yourself. Open a package of Jell-O. Notice that there's no sweet, fruity odor, no telltale aroma to warn of escaping flavor. Then dissolve the Jell-O and notice how its tangy, tantalizing flavor comes gushing out. Deliciously rich, thrillingly good. So ask your grocer tomorrow for several packages of Jell-O. Now that Jell-O's swell flavor is actually locked in, it's better than ever.
Captains of the Clouds, played by the orchestra. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as is my custom every Sunday night at this time, I bring you a man who...
Hold it a second, Don. Jack isn't here yet.
He isn't?
No, he's been wandering around in a daze ever since last Thursday.
Why? What happened Thursday?
That's when they had the Academy Award banquet, and boy, was Jack disappointed.
You mean to say that Jack actually expected to win the award for Best Actor?
Yeah. He even sold that stuffed owl on his mantle so he'd have room for the statue. Imagine.
So he's still pretty upset about losing, huh?
I'll say he is. I was in the drugstore just now, and Mr. Benny was dunking donuts in his coffee.
Well, what's dunking got to do with being upset?
He was splashing people all around him. See this brown suit I got on?
Yeah?
Well, it was gray tweed when I went in.
Well, personally, I can see no excuse for Jack being so mad. You'd think that... Uh-oh. Quiet, fellas. Here he comes.
Well, Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm late, Don.
Well, for heaven's sake, why so cheerful all of a sudden?
Why shouldn't I be cheerful? It's a lovely day, the sun is shining, birds are singing.
Are you sure that was coffee you were drinking?
I get it. So you had to tell him about the coffee I splashed on you, eh, Dennis?
Well, gee whiz, my suit is all wet.
Your suit will dry out.
It may dry out, but it will never be gray again.
All right, brown suits are coming back. Well, let's get started with the program, shall we, Donzie? Okay, Jack. But first, I'd like to say right now that you're a darn good loser. You mean about the Academy Award? Well, I will admit I was a little perturbed at first, but I've got it all figured out, Don. I didn't lose. I was merely an unfortunate victim of circumstance.
I don't get it.
Me neither.
Well, look, kid. The picture I should have gotten the award on is Charlie's aunt. Is that right?
Yes, but...
Let me finish, Mary. Now, if you remember, in Charlie's Aunt, I played the part of a man, and I also played a part of a woman. And I was exceptionally good in both roles.
Well, for heaven's sake, what's that got to do with your not winning the Academy Award?
Simply this, the voters were baffled. They didn't know whether to elect me Best Actor or Best Actress. That's very logical.
Then you're not jealous because Gary Cooper won.
No, and I'm not jealous of Joan Fontaine either. But I must say that I had them both worried there for a while. They're very good friends of mine, too.
So you're not jealous of Cooper, eh?
Not a bit.
Tell him what happened at the banquet Thursday night.
Never mind.
What was it, Mary?
Well, all evening, Jack kept smiling at everybody and bowing and pointing to the speech in his pocket.
Is that so?
Anyhow, when they announced that Gary Cooper was the winner, Jack jumped up and yelled, "Nobody leave the room. We're going to do this over."
Well, you know how excitable I am. Anyway, I was the first one to congratulate Gary Cooper. I went right over and put my arm around his shoulder.
You're telling me I had to boost you up.
I could have made it alone, sister. Anyhow, I'm glad he won. Gary and I are pals.
Pals? After that silly rumor you started about him?
What silly rumor?
He's much too tall to be a Jap, and you know it.
I never called him a Jap. I said he was a chap. A full-blooded chap. If I don't talk plain, that's his worry. Now, let me tell you another thing.
Holy smoke, get this.
What's the matter, Dennis?
I think my suit is shrinking.
You could be growing. Keep still. Forget it.
No, sir, my suit is shrinking.
So what? It's shrinking. Your sleeves were too long anyway.
I know, but my elbows are getting cold.
Dennis, what goes up has got to come down. Don't worry. Now, where was I?
We were discussing the Academy Award, Jack.
Oh, yes. Now, let's get this straight, fellas. I don't begrudge Gary Cooper getting recognition for Best Actor, but I still think I'm the most versatile. Jeepers, I can do anything. A man, a woman, do comedy, drama. I can play hokum. I can play Shakespeare.
You can sell Christmas cards.
That's seasonal. Now, take me as Hamlet. To be or not to be? That is the question.
Boy, this suit is cheap material.
Well, I can see I'm wasting my talent around here. Dennis, as long as you had to open your mouth, how about leaving it open and doing your song?
Okay.
Hold it a minute. Come in.
Telegram for Jack Benny.
Take it, Mary. Here's a tip for you, Bud. A brand new defense stamp. Here you are.
Thanks. Just paste it on my head.
Okay. There's an album if I ever saw one. Now, scram. Who's the wire from, Mary?
It's from your father. He says, "My dear son, congratulations on the Academy Award. You didn't do it before, and you didn't do it again."
Good old Dad. He'd have voted for me. Sing, Dennis, before your suit strangles you, will you? Very good. Very good. That was Everything I Love, sung by Dennis Day. Everything I Love. There's a beautiful idea for a song.
Yeah, sure is.
Yes, sir. It's so sentimental. Everything I Love. What do you love, Dennis?
Apple pie and Hedy Lamarr. Ice cream on the pie.
All right, ice cream on it. That's a marvelous title, though. Everything I Love. You know, a song like that...
Tutti Frutti.
Forget the ice cream. I'm talking about sentiment. Oh, Don.
Yes, Jack.
Don, let me ask you something. What do you love?
Well, I love my little ranch out in the valley. Just a simple, unpretentious.
I know. What else do you love, Don?
Well, I love the little woman. Every morning when I come downstairs, she greets me with a cheery smile and a breakfast of piping hot wheat cakes.
Wheat cakes, eh? Don, what else do you love?
Well, let's see. Oh, yes.
It's about time.
I love my St. Bernard dog. Jumbo, we call
I
him.
don't care what you call him. Don, are you going to tell us the thing you love that made me start this whole business? Or do I have to lock you in?
Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I love Jell-O with its new locked-in flavor.
Bingo.
Jell-O is not only economical and easy to make, but it's America's favorite gelatin dessert. So look for the big red letters on the box. I thank you.
Well, certainly glad you finally thought of it, Don. And wait till the sponsor finds out that you love your wife and home before Jell-O. You better watch out, Bub.
I'm sorry, Jack. I'll never go home again.
Oh, you don't have to go that far, Don, but watch it, that's all. Oh, hello, Phil.
Hiya, Jackson. How's the old gent with the gray hair?
Oh, fine. I saw Frank Morgan at the fights the other night. And, he looks swell.
Phil means you.
I know who he means. I'll tell Frank you asked about him, Phil.
Okay, I can go along with the gag.
You better, brother. You know, Phil, when you...
Hey, get a load of the kid. Where'd you get them knee pants, Dennis?
I splashed coffee on him. It's a long story. Forget it.
Oh, say, Jackson, I hate to mention it, but that's a pretty tough break you got the other night.
What tough break?
You know, not winning the Academy Reward.
Reward? If you're talking about the award, Phil, in my opinion... Hey, what's that?
Well, there goes my coat button.
Dennis, don't worry about your suit. When you get home tonight, throw it away and I'll buy you another one. Phil, getting back to the Academy Reward, as you so quaintly put it, I am a little bit disappointed, but those things happen. I thought I had friends, but apparently they didn't vote for me.
You're right, Jackson. And there's an old French proverb that fits that to a T. It goes, en histoire qui mal y pense.
Well, that proverb sounds familiar. What does it mean, Phil?
Evil to him who says you stink.
That's evil to him who evil thinks. No one said I Molly Ponce. They just didn't vote for me. That's all. Anyway, it didn't bother me. I can take it.
It didn't bother you, eh?
Not a bit.
Well, then why did you try to kill yourself Friday morning?
I tried to kill myself.
What happened, Mary?
Now, listen.
Jack went out in the garage, closed the doors, got in the Maxwell,
Oh.
put a rubber hose on the exhaust pipe, the other end in his mouth,
Mary.
turned on the ignition, stepped on the starter, the car was out of gas, and here he is.
Mary, that wasn't me in the garage, so don't make up things.
Well, Jack, I don't blame you for being broken-hearted. After all these years of hard work, you should have won that award.
Darn right I should. I'd have won it, too, if it hadn't been for Dennis.
Should I get a bow, Mr. Benny?
No, pull him up. And I'll tell you something, Phil. I'd have won that award if it hadn't been for politics. I'm as good an actor as Gary Cooper any day.
What?
You're as good an actor as Gary Cooper.
Yes, only he's taller than I am. That's why Jimmy Stewart won it the year before. They're both taller than I am.
What about the time Spencer Tracy won it?
He's shorter than I am.
I'm 5'9". So is Paul Muni.
Yes, and they gave him the award, brother.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. Oh, yeah? Oh, nuts. I'm going home. Wow, that Jackson is really burned up, isn't he?
Yeah, he takes everything so seriously.
What does he want? Every year at this time, he puts that hose in his mouth. What a guy.
Well, Phil, I guess you might as well play something.
Okay. I forgot my streetcar transfer. Oh, here it is. So long. Can't understand it. How they could overlook me for the award after that magnificent... Oh, well. I don't mind Gary Cooper winning, but... Now, where's that Rochester?
Oh, hello, boss. Ain't you home kind of early?
Yes, I am. I'm a little upset, and I... Rochester, what have you got in that cocktail glass?
Some water. I was thirsty, boss.
Water? With an olive in it?
I was hungry, too.
Don't kid me. That's a dry martini. Rochester, is your girl here by any chance?
My girl? No, sir.
Well, was she here?
That ain't Ivy climbing over the back fence.
I thought so. Well, I'm not going to boil you out tonight. I'm too exhausted. I'm going upstairs to bed. I'm all in.
Oh, say, boss, the man from the exterminator company was here.
Oh. Did he find that mouse?
Yes, sir, and it sure was a big one. Put in an awful fight.
Oh. Well, where's the man now?
He went out to get another man.
Holy smoke, it must be a big one. I wonder if Frank Buck is in town. He could catch that mouse.
I'd catch it myself if you only let me put a piece of cheese in the trap.
No, there must be some other way.
Sure be glad to get to bed. Here, hang this up, Rochester.
You need a new one, boss.
Just comb it out. It's okay. And don't part it in the middle like you did last night. Hand me my... Hey, what's that?
What?
There's someone under my bed. Who's that under my bed? Come on, you, speak up.
Good evening, Mr. Benny. Home a little early, I see.
Oh, it's Mr. Billingsley. Now, come out from under my bed, Mr. Billingsley. Come out.
All right, you asked for it.
Ask for what?
If I come out and see my shadow, there'll be 40 more days of winter.
Oh, my goodness, today's a groundhog. Now, Mr. Billingsley, you must go to your own room.
Very well. Good night, Mr. Benny.
Good night.
And what's wrong with that, may I ask?
Nothing. Good night, that's all. Gosh, he's so sensitive. I think I'll lie down and relax for a while, Rochester.
The Academy Award has got me all worked up.
Gary Cooper, a better actor than I am. That's justice for you.
Oh, say, boss.
Yeah?
I put gas in the Maxwell and the hose is still there. Do you want to have a go at it again tomorrow?
No.
Next year, maybe.
Rochester, take Mr. Coleman's hose back to him and thank him very much.
He don't know we got it.
Good.
See, I hope I'll be able to sleep. Rochester, sing something, will you? That always lulls me.
Okay, boy.
Gee, I'm just a bundle of nerves tonight.
My mama done told me when I was in these pants, my mama done told me, son.
Gary Cooper.
A woman sweet talk and give you the big eye, but when the sweet talking's done,
Those tall guys get all the praise.
a woman's a two-faced, a worrisome thing who leave you to sing the blues in the night.
I think I'll get out of pictures. I didn't even get one vote.
I know I sent it in. Oh, well.
From Natchez to Mobile, from Memphis to St. Joe.
St. Joe. How they used to love me there.
And the food at the old Busy Bee lunchroom.
Wherever the four winds blow. A woman's a two-faced, a worrisome thing who leave you to sing the blues in the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 12th Annual Academy Award Banquet, and all of Hollywood's glamorous stars are gathered here in the Busy Bee lunchroom in St. Joe, Missouri. St. Joe. Gee, they love me here. I can't miss that award. I'm sure to win. Gosh, look at all those celebrities here. There's Wendell Willkie and Joan Fontaine and Ernst Lubitsch and the Exterminator Man. And look, there's Walter Wanger and Barbara Stanwyck and Mervyn LeRoy. Hey! Hello, Mervyn! Hello, Leroy! Gee, he knows me. Here's the old Busy Bee.
What do you have, sir?
A hot roast beef sandwich with Tutti Frutti ice cream on it. Hurry, Miss Lamar.
I can't hurry. I'm caught in a mousetrap.
Gee, you're a big one. God. Ladies and gentlemen, the votes are all in for the best actor of the year, and I'll have the results in just a second. Gee, I'm nervous. Hey, there's Gary Cooper. He's got a pretty good chance of winning, too. Hello, Gary.
Hello, Jack. How do you like it here in Memphis?
Memphis? We're in St. Joe, aren't we?
You're in Memphis. I'm in St. Joe. You see, I'm taller than you are.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's right. Look, the master of ceremonies is getting up. It must be Bob Hope.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not Hope, it's Allen. Fred Allen.
I'm very happy to be here in good old St. Joe. They love me here.
Listen to him. That Allen's a two-face, a worrisome thing who leaves me to sing the blues in the night. I thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the votes have been counted, and I have the honor to announce that the best actor of the year is that old gent with the gray hair, Frank Morgan.
No, Benny, me. Jack Benny.
Yes, Jack Benny. And here's that gold statue for you, Jackie.
Ouch. Thanks. How can I speak with this rubber hose in my mouth? But I'll try. To be or not to be? That is the question.
Here's your hot beef sandwich, mister.
Make it a steak. I just won the award. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to sever the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of... Who's that coming? Who are you guys? Who are you?
We're the Warner Brothers, shouting like the others. Benny, our mama does no love.
The Warner Brothers? And who are you?
I am Darryl Zanuck. Jack, you are a panic. Benny, my horsey done told me.
Gee, Mr. Zanuck, all the studios want me. All of them.
From Metro to Goldwyn, from Goldwyn to Mayor, from Mayor to Paramount.
Paramount? They love me there. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you how happy I am to receive this award. It is the most thrilling night I've ever had, and the most exciting...
What's the matter? The banquet's over. Everybody's gone but Gary Cooper and me. What are you crying for, Gary?
I had my heart set on winning that award.
It's not your fault, Gary. I won it because I'm taller than you are. Look, I'm 8 feet tall.
Not only that, you're still growing.
Still growing? That's right, I am. Look at me. I'm 9 feet, 10 feet, 12 feet. Whoop, whoop, hold it. I'm tall enough, hold it. I'm going right through the roof. My head.
Boss, wake up!
Gary, where are you?
Boss, wake up! You've been dreaming.
Dreaming?
Yeah, you got your head right through the foot of the bed.
Oh, yes. Well, pull me out. Thanks. It was a tough dream, Rochester, but I won it.
Do you need me anymore, boss?
No. Good night, Rochester.
Good night. What a man.
Well, here's a treat that just can't be beat for real downright goodness, and one that's sure to become a family favorite the first time you try it.
The name of this grand dessert is Cherry Cubes with Pineapple, a brilliant combination of golden canned pineapple and bright crimson cherry jello. It's a dessert that fairly coaxes you to pick up a spoon and begin because it's so good-looking. And it's nothing less than a masterpiece of delicious flavor. You'll like the simple, easy way you make it, too. Just dissolve a package of Jell-O imitation cherry flavor in 1 pint of hot water and hot pineapple juice. Turn into a loaf pan and chill until firm. Then cut into cubes and pile in sherbet glasses, along with 3 slices of canned pineapple diced. And there's a dessert that's really extra special. Juicy golden nuggets of canned pineapple, temptingly blended with tiny glistening cubes of rich red cherry Jell-O. So get a package of cherry Jell-O tomorrow, and when you buy, be sure to get genuine Jell-O. It's extra rich because its flavor is locked in.
The last number of the 22nd program in the current Jell-O series, and we'll be with you again next Sunday at the same time. And by then, I'm sure Jack will find something else to worry about. Good night, folks.
The parts of Fred Allen and Gary Cooper were interpreted by Peter Lind Hayes, appearing through courtesy of RKO Studios. The tune Captain of the Clouds is from the picture of the same name.
A 3-dimensional war machine has swept onto the continent of Europe. With NBC, Invasion News takes precedence over all regular programs. In addition to special news broadcasts, bulletins will be brought to you as received. WEAF.
Ladies and gentlemen, Molly and I and our sponsor would like to say that we're mighty proud to be associated with the radio industry, which at this moment is fulfilling its promise of instant communication in time of world crisis.
The next half hour will be devoted to bringing you information immediately as received by NBC's news bureaus.
Between times, we will present songs of the services, played and sung by Billy Mills Orchestra, the King's Men, and dedicated to our fighting forces on all fronts.
And now for music, and the news as it arrives, as Billy Mills gives us a George M. Cohan medley.
more from Fibber McGee and Molly later. This is Harlow Wilcox speaking. And now to the men who deliver our fighters to their posts, to those men who man the long sea lanes to victory, the King's Men dedicate this stirring tribute, the Song of the Merchant Marine.
I've carried guns to the Solomons and bombs to Tripoli. I've carried wheat for the boys to eat from Nome to the Coral Sea. I've sailed with planes to Liverpool and Leningrad with tanks. I made it through to Iceland too with a regiment of Yanks. I've burned my feet with the deck plates heat. I'm frozen with the cold, while dodging subs in rusty tubs with nitro in the hold. Heave-ho, my lads, heave-ho, let the sea roll high or low. We can cross any ocean, sail any river, give us a good and we'll deliver anywhere. You will find the Merchant Marine will be there.
Billy Mills and the orchestra bring us now one of the most familiar of all marching songs, the United States Field Artillery March. The boats and the men of the United States Coast Guard. To these men, Billy Mills and the orchestra dedicate the Coast Guard song, Semper Paratus.
song that's one of my favorites. The name of it is The Time Is Now. And it's particularly appropriate because if there ever was a time that was now, it is now. Here it is, as arranged and sung by the King's Men.
Are you ready for the start? Is your heart in the fight for the right to defend to the end all we love? Will you meet the final test with the best at your hand for the land we adore and oh glory above? The time is now, the time is now. It's time to heed the writing on the wall. For the world won't wait, since fate set the date and the time. The time is now. Oh, that Yankee do or die is on the go again, and they'll see a mighty show again. The curtain's going up. Can't you hear that call to give your all? And the time is now. Welder with your flame, are you ready? Artist with your brush, what do you see? Gunner, is your eye true and steady? Civilian, do you really want to be free? Carpenter, miner, pilot, trainer, riveter, driver, entertainer, Army, Navy, and Marines, ready now to change the scene. The time is now, the time is now. It's time to heed the writing on the wall. For the world won't wait, since fate set the date and the time is now. That old Yankee do or die is on the go again, and they'll see a mighty show again. Bugle boy, blow again. Can't you hear that call to give your all? And the time is now. The time is now. The time is now. The time is now.
Now that favorite song of the GIs, This is the Army, from the show of the same name, played by Billy Mills and the orchestra.
Ken Darby and the King's Men put into words the feeling in the hearts of all of us as they sing, "This is worth fighting for."
And then the starlight came. that cabin? Didn't I plant that corn? Didn't my folks before me fight for this country before I was born? I gathered my loved ones around me, and I gazed at each face I adore, and I heard a voice within me singing, "This is worth fighting for." Didn't I plow that valley? Didn't I reap that corn? Didn't my father's father battle for freedom when freedom was born? I gathered my loved ones around me, and I gazed at each face I adored, and I heard a voice within me thunder, "This is worth fighting for."
The familiar National Emblem March really needs no introduction as Billy Mills and the orchestra swing into its stirring martial strains.
And now Billy Mills Orchestra and the King's Men give us the Song of the Bombardier, a song dedicated to those men who look through their bomb sights for a glimpse of the victory to come. The Song of the Bombardier.
Said the bombardier to the pilot, "Give us a little ride." The pilot said to the navigator, "Won't you slide inside?" The navigator, he looked around and said to the engineer, "Your hands are dirty, your pants are dirty, you're dirty behind the ears." Said the bombardier to the gunner, "How are we fixed for lead?" The pilot said to the radio man, "How's the weather ahead?" The weather's fine for flying, the fog has gone. great, and 5 degrees to the right will make it just as sure as fate. The ship belonged to the bombardier who opened the bomber's bay. He saw the target, the enemy target, and suddenly bombed away.
One of the greatest of American tunes is the ever-familiar American Patrol. Billy Mills and the orchestra.
The orchestra brings us a stirring tribute to the courage of the men and women of our armed services everywhere as they play Salute to the Armed Forces.
From the NBC newsroom in Hollywood, here's the latest version of the invasion battle coming from the enemy. Swedish correspondents in Berlin said the German High Command expects new and larger landings before Wednesday dawn and declared that several divisions now are fighting in the big beachhead, in some places hand to hand. These correspondents quoted Hitler's command as saying the invasion front stretches 240 miles from Calais to the Cherbourg Peninsula and to the Channel Islands. In a broadcast statement, the German High Command described the fighting in the Cherbourg-Le Havre area as being in full swing and declared that everywhere along the invasion front, British and American troops are putting up a most tenacious resistance.
As they fight, and give them strength to gain, we pray, the triumph of the fight. Bring them the comforts of thy love, the guidance of thy hand, that they may serve as far above thy own divine command. Almighty Father, thou whose love doth feed the sparrow's fall, guide thou, we pray, our men who fly where dark and danger call. Sustain and bless their shining wings through storm and battle thrust, and keep them safe as they fulfill thy children's sacred trust. On far-off plain or lonely isle, through storm and danger, Lord, be with our soldiers every mile, and bless our righteous sword. Though battle rage from sea to sea, on foreign land they roam. Protect thy sons where they be, and bring them safely
Ladies and gentlemen, in closing with the Army hymn, we know we are expressing the prayers of all of you for our men and women in the service. It's comforting to know that they have the finest equipment and the best leadership of any army in the world, and that no military operation in history has had the careful planning and preparation which preceded this invasion.
In addition, our men have a weapon which our enemies cannot have, the knowledge that God is on our side. To us, D-Day means divine help, and H-Hour the hopes of all of us for a speedy victory.
In a few seconds, we will hear from the President of the United States in Washington. So until next week, good night.
Good night, all.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
J-E-L-L-O. The Jell-O program starring Jack Benny with Johnny Green and his orchestra. This is Pat Weaver pinch hitting for Don Wilson. The orchestra opens the program with Yours Truly Is Truly Yours. is the time for springtime salads, and that makes it an ideal time to serve Jell-O as a salad. Jell-O combines perfectly with fruits and vegetables. Lime Jell-O, for instance, blends wonderfully well in salads with grapefruit slices. Orange Jell-O is delicious with sections of an orange and sliced bananas. Lemon Jell-O makes a grand combination with grated carrots and shredded canned pineapple. Try one of these delightful combinations as a salad real soon. It's another way to enjoy Jell-O's true fruit goodness. No other gelatin dessert can equal Jell-O's extra rich fruit flavor. Every one of Jell-O's 6 flavors is good with an added goodness, satisfying with an added satisfaction. So if you want the best, always order Jell-O by name. Always insist on genuine Jell-O. Now we bring to you not the hero of Bunker Hill, not the catch of Cape Cod, not the dean of Harvard University, but who do you think?
Give up? Hello again. It's only me, folks. Were you fooled for a minute?
No.
Fine welcome to Boston. Well, anyway, here I am. 1 week in Baltimore, next week in Cleveland, this week Boston. Oh, I guess it's the gypsy in me. Say, Don, you've lost a lot of weight since last Sunday. Have you been on a diet?
No.
Well, what happened?
Well, I happen to be another announcer. You see, Don Wilson couldn't make it.
Oh, well, the streets are narrow here. He had a little trouble last year, you know. You know, that Wilson guy is pretty heavy.
I know, but the streets in Boston aren't that narrow.
They're not, eh? You know what happened yesterday?
No.
2 worms collided in the middle of Washington Street and held up traffic for 3 hours.
Is that a fact?
No, but I thought it might get a laugh, you know. So you're taking Wilson's place tonight, huh?
Yes, Weaver is my name. Patrick Henry Weaver. Henry, like in Ford.
Oh, I see.
And yours?
John Quincy Benny. Quincy, like in throat.
Tell me, are you enjoying your stay in Boston, Mr. Benny?
Yes, but don't be so formal. I mean, you can call me Jack, you know.
Thanks, Jack. You can call me Mr. Weaver.
Well, thank you. But I am having quite a time here. I spent a few days looking over the historical points of interest.
Oh, yes, there's a lot of American history connected with Boston.
Oh, yes.
You know, Paul Revere rode here.
That's right. Say, was that Rockingham Park or Narragansett?
I don't know. I even forgot the name of the horse.
I think we did that joke last year, too. Well, it's not important. Say, Pat, you're a stranger in our little group. Now, you won't feel offended if I give you a little advice, will you?
No.
You won't get mad?
No.
Promise now.
For heaven's sake, what is it?
Well, come here a minute. Now, as Don Wilson probably told you, dignity is the keynote of this program. By that I mean, you only mention Jello with the 6 delicious FLAVORS if it happens to fit. You know, don't drag it in.
You mean strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, and lime?
Not so LOUD. Somebody will hear you, you dope.
Sorry.
Well, just be careful, that's all. Come in.
Mr. Benny?
Yes.
On behalf of our great Commonwealth, it affords me extreme pleasure to welcome you to Boston.
Well.
And I hope that your sojourn in this metropolis will be most diverting.
Well, thank you. And who may you be?
I may be the mayor, but at present I'm a dishwasher at Child's.
Well, a fraternity brother, huh? Washer, drop a disher?
No, mopper, upper floor.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Nice fellow, wasn't he?
Charming.
What are we talking about, Pat?
Oh, about Boston in general.
Oh, yes. Well, I must say that it's a great thrill for me to be playing in Boston. You do meet such cultured and intelligent people.
Hello, Jack. What was that last line?
Oh, Kenny, I was just telling Pat that in Boston you meet such cultured and intelligent people.
You said the same thing about Cleveland.
I know, but I can't write new stuff every week. Oh, Kenny, this is our announcer for tonight, Mr. Weaver.
How do you do, I'm sure.
Well, how do you do? Have you seen much of Boston during your stay, Mr. Baker?
Oh, sure. I've been everywhere. This morning I was out to Harvard University.
Gee, I'll bet it was the thrill.
You can get 3-1 on that. What were you doing at Harvard, Kenny?
Well, as long as I was in Boston, I thought I'd stop by and pick up a degree.
Did you get one?
No, they're closed on Sundays.
Oh. Never mind. You can pick one up tomorrow.
Hello, Jack. Gee, I had a hard time finding this place.
Hello, Mary. Welcome to Boston.
Say, Jack, want to hear something?
What?
The cutest little Boston bull followed me all the way down the street and right up the steps of the studio.
You did?
Yes, and he's still here.
Well, maybe he's lost, Mary. Is there any identification on his collar?
Yeah, Officer 215.
Oh, that kind of a bull. Hello, officer.
Hello, Jack. Thought I'd drop in on you.
Isn't he cute?
Yeah. Say, Mary, I want you to meet our Boston announcer, Pat Weaver. He's taking Don Wilson's place this week.
Well, how do you do, Miss Livingston? I'm so glad to meet you. I've always been a great admirer of yours.
Oh, yeah? Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Weaver. We better understand each other right now. I'm a homegirl, and I don't live in taxis. You can keep your old diamonds and furs. Who wants them? And another thing, I get more kick out of a good book than a highball, so there.
But, Mary...
I've got a good mind to tell Mrs. Weaver.
Well, Miss Livingston, I didn't say anything.
But I know what you're thinking. You men are all alike. You love us, you marry us, and then you look around for a pinochle game. Well, you can't do that to me.
Why, Mary, all he said was he's glad to meet you.
Yes, but the way he said it. I suppose the next thing he'll do will invite me to dinner, and then what?
What are you talking about?
But, Miss Livingston, I wasn't going to ask you to dinner.
Oh, so I'm not good enough, huh? Well, you can keep your old New England boiled dinner. I don't like that kind of food anyway. And another thing, a girl isn't safe anymore. Believe me, you wouldn't talk to me like that if my big brother was around.
Listen,
All you men
play,
do is
Johnny,
work
will you play?
Just because I'm young and pretty, you think you can take me out. I've got
Mary.
some nerve.
That was Lost, played by Johnny Green and his orchestra with Some Nerve by Mary. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our feature attraction this evening, we are going to offer...
Oh, say, Jack.
Yeah?
How did you like that last number I played?
Oh, all right, Johnny, but you have been better. I thought your baton was a little off-key there for a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, just for that.
What?
Oh, never mind.
Well, anyway, tonight, folks, we are going to offer an unusual drama. Something entirely away from our regular...
Jack.
Yeah?
Are you going to the party tonight?
What party?
The one Johnny's aunt is giving. It's a big tea party.
It is?
Yeah, Johnny invited me.
Gee, I didn't hear anything about it. Who's going?
Kenny, myself, and the boys in the band.
Oh.
Weren't you invited?
No, this is the first I've heard about it.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh, I don't care. Say parties. I'm sick of them. Gee, I went to one every night 12 years ago. Well, anyway, folks, as I said before, tonight we are going to offer an unusual drama. Something entirely away from the...
Well, say, Jack.
Yes, Kenny?
Do you mind if I quit early? I want to go to Johnny's party.
Oh, Kenny, what do you see in all these parties? Why don't you stay home like I do?
Oh, then you haven't been invited, huh?
I'd rather stay home and practice my violin. La, 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 la. Later, later.
Oh, Jack.
Yes, Johnny?
What time is it?
Oh. about 7:15. Say, Johnny, you know, I was only kidding before. I thought your number was all right.
Oh, I don't mind.
Say, have you seen much of Boston, Johnny, since you've been in town?
Yes, why?
Well, I just thought well, you know, I know the town pretty well, and if there are any of the local sights you want pointed out, I'll be glad to point at them for you, you know?
Well, thanks, but Boston happens to be my home.
Oh, well, I didn't know that, but Johnny, you know, there's an old saying that nobody knows less about a town than a man who was born there.
Well, I don't agree to that.
Wait a minute, you take my hometown, Waukegan. Why, until I was 18 years old, I never even knew where the railroad station was.
How'd you find out?
The sheriff showed it to him.
Oh.
He did not. Well, anyway, Johnny, I hear that your aunt is giving
pardon me, Jack, will you? I've got to arrange some music.
Oh, okay, Johnny, okay. Do you need any help?
No, thanks.
Well, I just thought I'd be glad to...
Excuse me, I'll see you later.
All right. No, say, Johnny, I was just thinking I'm not doing anything this evening, and would you like to join me in a little party? You know, where we can sit around and chat, you know. Just,
I'm afraid I can't make it, Jack.
Oh, you mean you have other plans?
Yes.
Someplace else to go, huh?
Yes, yeah, that's right.
You mean another party, for instance?
That's it.
Well, gee, Johnny, I certainly envy you. I wish I had someplace to go. You don't know what it means to be alone in a strange city.
No, I guess I don't. Well, so long, Jack.
Now, who wants to go out anyway? It's raining.
It won't be raining inside.
Yeah, I'm tired. Oh, I don't feel like going anyplace anyway. Guess I'll go right to bed after the broadcast, you know.
Oh, Jack.
Yes, Johnny.
Doesn't Kenny have to sing his song now?
Yes, sing, Kenny.
Oh, parties, parties, a bunch of kids.
But you're wonderful, you, lovely you. You completely satisfy, I'm confessing that is why there's nobody like you. You, so much depends upon you, tell me true. Will it be my fate at all, will I ever rate at all with somebody like you? Just to think that you love me makes my future look strong. I swear by stars above me, I'm darned if I don't feel like writing a song about you. Music and words about you, lovely you. Let me think of phrases let me sing out praises for nobody but you. You're the inspiration of my fondest dreams. Here's the situation. This is how it seems. You can make me happy. You can make me blue. All I am or hope to be is really up to you, dear. I'm learned if I don't feel like writing a song about you. Music and words about you, lovely you. Let me think of phrases let me sing out praises for nobody but you.
That was Kenny Baker singing You from the Great Ziegfeld. And very well done, Kenny. That was well. You know, they like you here.
Thanks, Jack.
Say, Kenny, with that voice, I'll bet you'll be the life of the party tonight. Huh?
You said it. Gee, I hope there's dancing.
Oh,
you know,
well,
Jack, I've been taking ballroom dancing from a girl who teaches me, and she says I'm doing fine.
Oh, ballroom dancing, huh? Really?
Yeah, one more lesson I can dance alone.
Is that so? Huh?
Come on, fellas, let's go. Hurry, Kenny. You too, Mary. We got to get going. We'll be late for the party.
Well, so long, Jack. Gee, I'm sorry you're not coming with us.
Oh, that's all right, Mary. I'll stay home and listen to the radio. There's a swell lecture on tonight, The Home Life of a Grasshopper. I don't want to miss it, you know.
Who's interested in a grasshopper?
Another grasshopper.
Well,
good.
so long, Jack. See you later.
So long.
Guys, I'll bet I have a swell time at that party.
Well, it's all right if you have nothing else to do, you know. I'm going to a theater and see Follow the Fleet for the 12th time.
Come on, Kenny. Everybody's waiting. We'll get in your car.
My car? I haven't got a car now.
You haven't?
No. Did you see that new telegraph pole on Tremont Street?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't.
Well, Mary, looks like they'll all have to go in your car. Huh?
I haven't got a car either.
You haven't. You had one yesterday.
You know that corner at the post office?
Yes.
Well, it isn't a corner.
Oh.
Oh, gosh, this is awful. We'll never get to the party. Hasn't anybody got a car?
La 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 da da dee da 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 da.
Oh, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you drive us to the party?
Well, I'd like to, Johnny, but gee, while everybody's inside having fun, I don't want to stay outside and wait. You know?
Why, Jack, you don't have to stay outside and wait.
No, you can go home.
Oh, come on, Jack. Come on. Don't be stubborn. Come on along with us to the party.
Well, coax me. Well, if you insist, let's go. Huh?
Come on, fellas.
Hey, there's a car, boys. Hey, pile your instruments in the back.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah?
I can't get the grand piano in the car.
Oh, no wonder you forgot to put the top up.
Oh.
Hey, Roy, slide that trombone in.
Say, Jack, how can I get my cornet in?
I can't what?
How can I get my cornet in?
Push the middle valve down.
Well, are you all set? Everybody in?
Yeah, okay.
Well, that's fine. Let's go. Close the door, boys. Release the brake, Mary. Hey, Kenny, throw out the clutch. What was that?
Kenny threw out the clutch.
Play clutch. I mean, Johnny. Music and dance from the picture Follow the Fleet, played by Johnny Green and his orchestra with the piano on Johnny. Say, Mary, I want to see what street this is. Would you mind getting off my lap?
Sure, Jack. Say, Kenny, get off my lap, will you?
Okay. Say, Johnny, get off my lap. Oh, watch out, Jack. Watch out.
Oh, what's the matter, Kenny?
You almost hit a car.
Oh, I thought you were driving.
Hey, this is the place, Jack. Stop right here. Here we are. Everybody out.
Hurry up there. You got to throw the horn.
Hey, say, Johnny, you sure this is the right place? This is the waterfront.
I know, Jack. We have to take a rowboat out to the party.
A row what?
A rowboat.
Oh.
Yeah, the party's on a yacht.
On a yacht, eh?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, see it over there? It's all lit up. I guess the party's in full swing. Hey, here's a rowboat.
Hey, wait a minute, Johnny. We can't all get in that dinky little boat. How deep is the water?
About 2 feet.
I don't mean in the boat.
Gee, I'm afraid.
Oh, don't worry, Kenny. If anything happens, I'll save you. You know, I used to be a lifeguard. Ask Mary.
Say, Mary, is Jack a good swimmer?
No, but he can wade like the devil.
Oh, we're wasting time. Let's get in the boat.
Yeah, women and children first.
Come on, Kenny.
Hey, don't push.
Gee, I'm afraid, too.
Mary, if you want to be afraid in this crowd, you'll have to stand in line.
Boy, this is a heavy load. Hey, who'll do the rowing?
Well, let's take turns. Who wants to be first? Mutiny on the rowboat. Come on, Johnny. Who's going to row first?
Say, Jack, you want to hear a riddle?
It's a fine time for riddles. What is it?
When you're in a theater, where do you like to sit?
Well, I like the first row.
Give him the oars, Johnny.
I should have known better.
Gee, I'm afraid.
Okay, Jack, shove off.
Aye, aye, sir.
Hey, be careful of the dock.
Okay.
You know, it's the oldest dock in the country.
Hey, Mary, what are you laughing at?
The country dock.
Boy, this is a tough pull. Say, Johnny, what kind of a party is your aunt giving?
Why, it's a patriotic affair to commemorate the Boston Tea Party.
Oh, no kidding.
Uh-huh.
Say, where's Mary?
Here I am, Jack. I just went below deck.
Below deck? This is a rowboat.
Oh, no wonder I'm all wet.
Oh, Jack, what was that Boston Tea Party about?
Well, as I remember it, they were having a little blowout in Boston Harbor, and the tea was too strong, so they threw it overboard.
They might have thrown the tea overboard, but they certainly ate the Jell-O with its new extra rich, fresh fruit flavor.
Atta boy, Pat, that was fine. You didn't drag that in. Much.
So try Jell-O with its much delicious flavors. Strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange,
Hey,
and
wait a minute, Pat. The lemon was left out.
Maybe they're saving it for the tea.
Bravo, Miss Livingston. That was very clever.
Oh, yeah? Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Weaver. I'm a homegirl, and I don't want to see any extras. And you can keep your flowers...
Oh, Mary, you're overdoing it. Say, Pat, what are you doing here on the boat?
Oh, I just thought I'd come along and help. Is there anything I can do?
Yeah, get out and push.
Ahoy! Ahoy there!
Party coming up.
Lower the ladder.
All right, everybody.
Climb on board.
Hey,
Jack.
what is it, Kenny?
I'm scared.
Oh, shut up. Boy, this is some yacht. Come on, Mary, climb up the ladder.
Where is it?
On page 8.
Ah, there's my aunt now. Good evening, Aunt Clementine.
Oh, there you are, you naughty boy. You're late.
Mary, get a load of Johnny's aunt. What a ritzy dame.
Yeah, look at those eyeglasses on stilts. You may introduce me to your friends, Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Auntie, this is Kennethan.
Oh, how do you do, Kennethan?
Hello.
And who is this young lady? I'm Marathon.
Auntie, this is Miss Livingston.
How do you do, Miss Livingston? Are you of the East Smythe Livingstons of Salt Lake City? No, Springfield.
Springfield?
That's what it says in my scribe.
That's a lot of trees.
And who is this distinguished-looking gentleman?
Allow me, I'm Jackson Benny. My uncle is S. Van Dyke Chatsworthy Benny. Do you know him?
Yes, the lout.
I say, here comes Uncle Kensington. He's looking rather chipper, isn't he, Auntie?
Quite. Dear old Kensington is a new man since he recovered from his recent inhibited neurosis.
My, how utterly devastating. Was he in a bad way?
Rather. He went nuts, you know.
Oh, well, them things will happen.
Uncle Kensington, I want you to meet my good friend, Mr. Bennett.
Hello, Spencer. Well, they'll strike me thinking.
Why, clever, where'd you get a name like Kensington, huh?
It's fictitious.
Oh.
It's what I call a non-diplome. Hello, Mary.
Hello, Schlepp. Well, I must toddle along and rejoin my guest. Au revoir, Schleppington.
Toodle-doo, second mate.
Second mate?
Yes, I was married twice.
Oh.
Hey, Jack, is this a swanky party? They got here the sweet cream of society.
Oh, the 400 are here, huh?
450. They brought their friends. Jack, it don't be a wallpaper. They got plenty food. Caviar, chicken, turkey, and whatnot.
I'll take the drumsticks.
Drumsticks? This is a Boston Tea Party, not the Spirit of 76. Come on, Jack, there's plenty to eat, by Jove. Don't be bashful. Have a cookie.
Schlepp, this is too much.
All right, break it in half. Here, have a cup of tea.
A cup of tea. Oh, boy, that's just what I need.
I'll have another cup of tea. Get into the spirit.
Be careful, Jack.
Say, this isn't bad, you know.
Here, have another cup.
Hey, what's the idea of a spoon in it?
To keep the lemon down, you dopey.
Hey, this tea is all right.
Sure, come on, have another cup. It's stimulating.
You forgot the sugar.
All right, here.
Thanks.
Now have another cup. It's flabbergasting, I'm telling you.
Wait a minute. This is the 8th cup.
Don't be a teetotal. Come on, Jackie boy. Have another cup. It's nauseating.
Oh, Kensington.
Yes, Clementine?
The guests are all assembled for the annual ceremony. Come on, everybody. Gather around. It's time to throw the tea overboard.
Leave it to me, Mama. Stand aside. Look out below!
Wait a minute, Slep. Wait a minute. You're throwing me overboard. What's the idea?
What can I do? You drank all the tea.
Play, Johnny.
Here's a special announcement for you who are listening to station WJZ, either in metropolitan New York or New England. Jell-O is introducing a new product in your territory. Its name is Jell-O Ice Cream Mix, and with it you can make the best ice cream you've ever tasted. Jell-O Ice Cream Mix comes in 5 luscious flavors: vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, orange, pineapple, and tutti frutti. The 3 fruit flavors are actual fruits in their own sweetened juices. The vanilla and chocolate syrups are wonderfully rich and mellow. Each flavor freezes to smooth, flawless perfection in the trays of your automatic refrigerator. Just open a can of Jell-O Ice Cream Mix, add some milk, some whipped cream, pour the mixture in the tray of your automatic refrigerator, stir just once during the freezing, and you'll have your ice cream, 6 generous portions of it, rich, fluffy, amazingly smooth and creamy. Real luxury ice cream. Ask your grocer for Jell-O Ice Cream Mix tomorrow, and if he hasn't it in stock yet, be sure he orders it for you. Don't accept any substitutes. There's no better way of making truly fine ice cream than Jell-O Ice Cream Mix. Remember the name, Jell-O Ice Cream Mix.
Of the 31st program in the new Jell-O series. And we'll be with you again next Sunday night at the same time, broadcasting from New York City. Oh, Pat, I want to thank you for helping us out tonight.
Oh, that's all right. I was glad to do it. So long, Jack.
So long, Pat.
And goodbye, Miss Livingston. It's been a pleasure knowing you.
Oh, yeah? Well, let me tell you something. I've said about enough from you. If you think that I'm a kind of a girl that you can just toss aside like a cat's off shoe, you have another...
good night, folks. Good night.
K-E-L-L-O.
She Loves Me Not. This program has come to you from station WBZ in Boston. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
The Couple Next Door, written by Peg Lynch and starring Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce.
Come on, Betsy. What is your mother doing up there?
She's getting dressed, and she looks just beautiful.
Well, if she doesn't step on it, there'll be no point in going to the party. I'm telling you, it'll be over before we get there.
You look nice, too, Daddy.
Oh, thank you.
Doesn't he, Aunt Effie?
Oh, I should say you look just handsome.
Yeah, well, thanks very much. Frankly, I wish I weren't going out. I'd just as soon stay home and get to bed early.
Oh, my, no. It's New Year's Eve. I wish I were going to a party.
So do I.
Well, we'll have fun together, Betsy. I made us some hot chocolate, and we'll... Oh, my goodness. I left the hot chocolate on the stove.
Can I stay up until midnight, Daddy?
Oh, no, darling, you're too little yet. You go to bed like a good girl.
Can I wear my evening wrap, or is it too cold?
No, you'll be all right. We'll be in the car. Look, hurry up, will you? Come on.
I'm coming.
Oh, Mommy, you look just beautiful.
Thank you, Betsy. Dressed too tight?
Well, boy, you look like Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, I could hardly get the zipper up. I must have gained weight. This will certainly be one of my New Year's resolutions, go on a diet. Well, let's go. Where's Aunt Effie?
She's in the kitchen.
Honestly, I feel kind of guilty leaving her alone on New Year's Eve.
I know.
Maybe we shouldn't go.
Look, she insisted that we accept the invitation.
I know, but she's made all these little remarks about how she wishes she were going out on a party. And frankly, I think Myra should have asked her. She knew Aunt Effie was here. Think I should call Myra now and say something?
Oh, no. Look, we're all ready to go. By the time Aunt Effie got dressed anyhow. I don't see how you can do that if Myra didn't ask her to begin with.
No, I suppose not. Well, good night, Betsy.
Have a good time.
Oh, we will, darling. Give Mommy a kiss. Oh, my.
Hey, look out there, Betsy. Don't muss Mommy's hair now. She's spent an hour.
Mommy doesn't mind, does she? No, as long as I'm getting such a nice hug and kiss, huh? Oh, gracious.
I love you.
Oh, I love you, too, honey. Yeah, oh. Aunt Effie, there you are. Now, look, Betsy can stay up a bit longer tonight, but what's the matter?
One of the dogs seems to be sick.
Our dog, Brownie?
No, one of Eleanor's, the little one, Tippy.
Oh, for Pete's sakes.
Oh, well, we better look at him, dear, before we go. Come on.
If you have a cold, bronchitis, or the chicken pox, you naturally get to work at once to do something about curing the disease. If the symptoms of some physical illness appear, you try to prevent the illness from getting worse. But far too many of us look upon one of the most serious and most prevalent of illnesses, mental or emotional disturbances, as some sort of a stigma. We're afraid to admit when mental illness occurs in our family and often wait until too late to do something about it. But the rigors of modern living can bring on tensions in any of us, and these tensions can help develop into very serious mental disorders if something isn't done to alleviate them. A great deal of wonderful work is being accomplished in the prevention, treatment, and cure of mental illness. If we treat it just as another form of disease, call in the right people to deal with it, support our local mental health organizations, and accept those who've been cured of mental disorders as we would anyone cured of a physical illness, we'll all be helping to combat and reduce a serious threat to the security and well-being of our nation.
Tippy, what's the matter, little fellow, huh?
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with that dog.
Well, he is certainly not acting normal. You know what a lively little thing he is generally, and just to lie there like this so listlessly.
Well, I came out the kitchen here. You know, I remembered a hot chocolate on the stove, and I suddenly looked down, and there was Tippy underneath the table. I called to him, and you know how he always jumps up. Well, he just kept lying there.
Yes.
Tippy, want a cookie? Tippy, want a cookie?
Goodness, he generally just leaps up when Betsy says that.
No, maybe he's had too many cookies. I should think they'd be good for him anyway.
Oh, no, the dog cookies, dog biscuits. You want a biscuit? Huh, Tippy? Do you? Oh, honey, there is something wrong with him.
Shall I warm up some milk?
Well, no, I'll do it, Aunt Effie.
Oh, no, dear. You're all dressed up. You don't want to spill on that lovely dress.
Honestly, what do you suppose is the matter with him?
Maybe he's got a virus.
Look, it's 8 o'clock at night. I think he's just sleepy.
Get a dog biscuit out of the box, Betsy, and offer it to him.
You know, we were due with the Pembertons at 8 o'clock.
Do you want to just walk off and leave a sick dog?
Well, for Pete's sake, he probably just ate something that doesn't agree with him. Lots of times Brownie acts that way. Next day he's fine.
Here, Tippy. Here, want a dog biscuit?
Tippy? Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't want it. Look at that. Now, that is not like him at all.
Boy, last week we sat up half the night playing nursemaid to Eleanor's goldfish.
Tropical fish.
Well, all right, tropical goldfish. Fish, anyway, whatever they are.
Well, 2 of them died. Ones we replaced them with aren't exactly the same, and Eleanor's going to be upset about that. I certainly don't want anything to happen to one of her dogs while she's away.
Well, I don't either, but... Boy, you know, I still think it's a lot of nerve to dump all your pets on somebody to take care of. And the Bidens were only going to be gone a week, you know. They've been gone 2 weeks already, having themselves a fine time in Florida, while we worry about their fish and their dogs and their parakeets.
Little Tippy. Well, the parakeets are all right, thank goodness.
There. I think this milk is warm enough. It shouldn't be too warm.
Here, Tippy. You want some milk?
Oh, generally, he just loves milk.
Well, honey, when a dog doesn't feel well, he's got sense enough not to eat.
Then you admit he doesn't feel well.
Now, look, you two go on to your party, and I'll keep an eye on him.
Yeah, sure. Come on, Aunt Effie are watching. Let's go.
I don't feel right going to a party, dear, and just leaving him. I just don't.
Well, there isn't anything we can do for him.
Well, I think we had better call a vet.
Call a vet on New Year's Eve?
Well, the dog doesn't know it's New Year's Eve. He didn't pick this time not to feel well. Besides, now that I think back, it seems to me he hasn't been quite as lively as usual the past 2 or 3 days, but I just didn't pay any attention.
He didn't eat his dinner yesterday.
He didn't? Well, it was gone.
Brownie ate it.
Well, for Pete's sake, maybe our dog's been gobbling up Tippy's food, and Tippy's just weak from hunger. Did Brownie push him away?
No, Tippy just looked at his food and walked away, and so Brownie ate it.
Well, I'll call Myra and tell her that we're going to be late, and then we'll call a vet. Now, where did I put Eleanor's list of instructions? She wrote down which doctor their dogs have.
Oh.
You call Myra while I look up the vet.
There he is. A car just drove up.
There's the doctor, Mommy.
Oh.
Honestly, what's his name again?
Dr. Gibbons.
Honestly, we don't know anything about him.
What do we have to know about him? He's a vet. Only one we could get hold of. He's nice enough to leave a party.
I know, but I mean, we don't know anything about him. Is he any good? I mean, he doesn't know Tippy or anything.
Well, I just hope he hasn't been partying too much already, so he knows what he's doing.
Look, for Pete's sakes, we got a sick dog, and he's a vet. After 2 hours, we were lucky to get anybody. What do you want to do, charter a plane and fly Tippy out to the Mayo Clinic?
Well, when you have the responsibility of somebody else's dog, you feel you ought to get the best.
Yeah, well, we're trying... Hey, I'll get it. Well, Dr. Gibbons?
That's right.
Well, come in, Doctor. Say, it was very nice of you to come over. This is my wife, Mrs. Piper, and my aunt, Miss Sorensen.
How do you do?
My daughter, Betsy.
How do you do, Dr. Gibbons?
May I take your coat?
Thank you. Well, young lady, you got a sick doggy, huh?
It's not mine.
You know, you might say he's a house guest.
Oh, I see.
Some friends of ours went to Florida and left their 2 dogs with us, and it's Tippy, the little one, that's sick. He hasn't been eating, and he's just lying out there sort of listless.
I see. Well, let's have a look at him.
He's out here in the kitchen.
I'm afraid you'll have to sort of crawl under the table to get at him. We didn't like to move him. He whimpered when we tried.
There he is.
I came out to the kitchen earlier. I'd left some hot chocolate on the stove. Betsy and I were going to celebrate New Year's Eve together and have hot chocolate. And my nephew and his wife here were going to a party at the Pembertons, some neighbors of theirs when they lived in their old house. You see, they just moved into this new house, which we think is just beautiful.
Aunt Effie, the doctor really isn't interested in all that about...
Well, I was just trying to tell him how I noticed Tippy was sick.
Is he going to die?
No, we'll hope not.
Hope not.
How long did you say his owners have been gone?
2 weeks so far.
Well, I suspect there's only one thing wrong with Tippy. He's homesick.
What?
Homesick?
Oh, my goodness.
What did I tell you? There's nothing wrong with him. He's just homesick all the time. Oh, boy, I tell you, we were so worried. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Gibbons, for coming over. I'm sorry it was sort of a wild goose chase. All right, honey, come on. Get your evening wrap. Let's get going. Boy, we were due at a party ourselves ages ago.
Well, now, just a moment, Mr. Piper. It's not a trivial thing for a dog to be homesick.
Well, no, I suppose not, really, but...
Not at all. And frankly, I don't want to dismiss this lightly without confirming my diagnosis. Where does Tippy live?
Oh, well, the Beitners live on Juniper Street, but I don't know when they'll be back.
I suggest you drive him over there. See if he perks up once he's back home. Once he knows his home is still there.
Well, we have the keys to their house. We can even get in.
Yeah, well, that's probably not a bad idea. We'll do that tomorrow.
Tomorrow? I suggest, Mr. Piper, you do it tonight.
Tonight? This is New Year's Eve. We're supposed to be at a party. You mean drive him over there now?
Well, if the doctor was nice enough to leave a party to come and see Tippy, it seems to me the least we can do, dear, is to take his advice.
Yes, my goodness, if you have any love for animals.
Look, I love animals as much as the next guy, but if he's just homesick, for Pete's sake...
Have you ever been homesick, Mr. Piper?
Well, I suppose when I was a kid,
That empty, lonesome feeling that you've been deserted? That you'll never see your home again? That nobody loves you?
Oh, the poor little thing.
My poor Tippy.
Oh, Mommy, the poor little dog.
Look,
Why is the dog man's best friend?